So yeah, many things. Yeah, there's too many to list.
Wait. Hello everyone, my name is Faz. I'm here at MEGACON Birmingham 2026. I am here with Elsie Lovelock.
Hello.
Hi everyone. So, just for context, let's to make it a little bit easier for everyone to look.
Yes.
So, can you explain a little bit about who you voiced in the last? Because you voiced so many people in your entire career. What has been your most? Would you mind just listing off some of your more prolific roles?
Yeah, so the popular ones are Uzi from Murder Drones, Mummy Longlegs from Puppy Playtime. I was a singing voice of Charlie in The Has-Been Hotel Pilot. Nicole in Class of '09, Lene in Wuthering Waves, and Lucy in Zone Zero. I was also recently in Markiplier's Iron Lung movie. So yeah, many things. Yeah, there's too many to list.
Wait. Okay, we're gonna have to talk about Iron Lung then, because that I watched that in cinemas here.
Yeah.
So would you mind explaining a little bit about how you got into the process with that then?
A friend of mine, he's the one who got me in touch with Mark in order to get that job. So I was very grateful, and it's been amazing to work on it. He is so lovely.
So just for context, what did you do in Iron Lung? Because a lot of that movie was just about Mark,
Yes.
and the other characters you did see were kind of covered by a screen. Would you mind explaining a little bit about your process on that?
Yeah, so I don't want to spoil it in case anyone's not seen it, but I voice a character who mainly appears in the latter half of the film, like a creature. So yeah, if you've watched the film, the only British voice is me.
I see. Okay, so how when you play the British voice and when you got given those lines, how did you decide on the voice, or how was that directed for you?
I think they wanted like a British scientist voice, and obviously because I know Mick, who knows Mark, Mick and Mark, he put me in touch with Mark, and they were just kind of like, yeah, that works. And then I was able to do the creature stuff as well. So yeah, it's been so fun. I've loved getting to do both types.
So since we're talking about creatures,
Yeah.
Mummy Longlegs.
Yes.
So there was she has a bit of an end in like episode 2 or 3, I believe it is.
Yes, I know. Chapter 2, she has a bit of an end. Yeah, in the grinder.
So first things first, I know it's very easy for me to say how do you feel about the character, but I'd like to think, what's your interpretation of Mummy Longlegs?
I love her. I mean, she's a great character because she goes from 0 to 100 over the course of the game, and as a voice actor, that's a very fun thing to play. So she's one of my faves.
And how did you manage to do this with?
I don't know. I mean, I started off as a singer, so I guess I have the lung capacity for screaming and all that sort of stuff, and it's a natural part of my job. So it was kind of, yeah, just a fun, normal part of it, really.
If I'm keeping my hands on it, it's because I'm trying not to do this.
It's all right. You're fine.
So, speaking of screaming, in fighting games, you do a lot of that, and you play 2 characters in Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising.
Yes.
Could you name the characters for me?
Yeah, so in Grand Blue Fantasy vs. Rising, I voiced Lunaloo, and then I also more recently voiced Meg, who's with Sharp and Mari. So they're really fun.
So obviously that's different from voicing with Mummy Longlegs, but the features are you're having to do a lot of shouting and grunts. How is that kind of directed for you? Because you get to use so much, you have to put in so little.
Yeah, for video games, it's all very methodic. So it'll be like, do a sound for getting hit, do a sound for dying, do a sound for this, blah blah blah. And then for creature stuff, it depends in the context of how it's recorded. So it can vary so much. I could be here all day explaining that, so it's different.
So just so we get to the end.
That's all right, yeah.
We're quick firing this as much as we can.
Okay.
Charlie from Has-Been Hotel, the recent season 2, I believe it was season 2 that just finished. But you were in the pilot, so you were there at the very beginning of the whole thing. So when you were auditioning, how does auditioning for a singing voice work? Because that's not exactly the most serious thing whenever that happens.
Yeah, well, originally for the Has-Been pilot, I originally auditioned for the other characters because it was a public audition. And then later down the line, they were like, oh, we need a singing voice for Charlie. So I think someone who I knew put me in touch with the writer who said, oh, let's try out Elsie. So then I did quite a rigorous audition. It was like 2 different songs and then another round. And then, yeah, I was so lucky to get that because that was like one of the first like sort of big things that I've ever worked on, and the fan base have been incredible, and I just feel really fortunate. So it's been wonderful.
Will we see Elsie Lovelock in a new season of Has-Been Hotel?
Even if I was, I wouldn't be allowed to tell you.
NDAs
are very much a thing.
We tried.
No voice actor will ever break their NDAs for an interview. So
NDAs are a thing, guys. I have to ask this so that we establish that there are NDAs.
Yeah.
Is there a favorite character you have in the Has Been Hotel?
I love Alistair,
Oh.
but all the characters are so unique as well. So I think they're all just so likable in their own ways. But I think Alistair is one of my favorites because he's got a great backstory. He's very unique and he's fantastic.
Speaking of, these will probably be the last two questions
Yeah.
now. But if you got to make a contract with anybody in the Has Been Hotel, so you get to have what you want, but you have to make a contract with one of these demons. Who would it be?
Ooh. I don't know. I mean, I think I'd probably do an Alistair contract just because, you know, you still get what you want, even though there's like a disadvantage to it. But I'd have to be really desperate. So we'll have to see what happens with that.
No problem. Last question. I asked this to every voice actor. Every voice actor tells me the same thing. What is the most important thing in voice acting? It's the acting.
Yes.
However,
absolutely.
what is the second most important thing to voice acting for Elsie Lovelock?
Oh, for me, it's just being professional about it. You know, I try to be as professional as I can. You know, it's a very fun job, but at the same time, it's going to be more to your advantage the more professional you are. So, you know, treat it like any other job. Turn up on time, do your job well. You know, don't be a diva, don't be a horrible person. You know, just turn up, do the job well, and yeah, that's the best you can do. Really, just gotta do your best.
Thank you very much for taking part in my
Yeah,
interview.
thanks for interviewing me. It was really nice.
Where can people find you?
I'm mostly on Instagram these days, so at Elsie Lovelock Official on Instagram. I also have a website if you'd like to work with me, which is elsielovelock.com. And those are pretty much the most prominent things. So yeah, Instagram is the best way to keep up with what I'm doing because I post stories and actual posts. So that's the best way to keep updated with everything I'm doing.
Thank you very much, everybody, for watching my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You can watch the next interview right after this one. But until next time, happy Thursday. Bye, everyone. Okay, right. Thanks for watching, everyone. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more content like this. You can find me on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, and we do live stream a lot on Twitch. It would be super helpful if you do share the video. And as always, and remember, I hope you guys have a very wonderful and happy Thursday.